Hi, welcome back to my channel. Many international students come to the UK expecting a familiar teaching style, lectures, structured notes, and exams that reward memorization. But after some time, some of us experience a feeling different. What is different? The style of teaching is not similar to what our expectations are. We attend lectures and you are expected to read extensively on your own. You leave classes feeling, how do these people expect us to know what they did not explain fully? If you have ever felt that way, then you are welcome to this channel. In this video, I'm going to explain why the UK university system seems to be very different and challenging for many international students. In this video, I will explain what research-focused learning that is adopted in UK universities, how it is different from what many international students are familiar with. Now, research-focused learning is not about memorizing information. It is about learning how knowledge is created, questioned, tested, and improved. Instead of asking what is the correct answer, research-focused learning asks what does this idea entail? What evidence supports it? What are its limitations? And how could it be challenged to improve? Now, this system of learning exposes your mind to think. You are not just here to only learn without contributing to knowledge or questioning why methods exist the way they are. This system exposes you to think and critically analyze the knowledge you are being exposed to. How can this knowledge be improved? What limitations currently exist? This style of learning actually does that to your mind. In this system, students are not treated as passive recipients of knowledge. They are treated as junior researchers in training. That's why you are expected to read academic journals. You are encouraged to form arguments and you are asked to support your opinions with evidence. The goal is not to know everything, but it is to learn how to think, question, and analyze issues as a researcher. Secondly, let us differentiate between learning and teaching. What's the difference? In a teaching-led system, learning usually looks like the lecturer delivers information, students take notes, the syllabus defines what to study, exams test how well you remember and reproduce that information. This system values clarity, structure, and coverage of content. On the other hand, a research-focused system, learning takes a very different style. Lecturers introduce concepts, not full explanation. Students are expected to explore ideas independently. Reading goes beyond textbook to research articles. Assessment tests your ability to argue, analyze, and evaluate. Here, success is not about repeating what the lecturer said or what the textbook said. It is about showing how you engage with ideas. That's why students often feel, I understand the topic, but I don't know what answer they want. Now, I'll tell you a personal reflection. My first module when I started my MBA was about business ethics. Now, I was already used to business ethics from my previous job role. I understand what it means to do your job ethically. But the module leader exposed the content in that module in a way that it made us think as problem solvers while acting ethically. He suggested top journals that we can actually make research and get the knowledge for ourselves. Independently, we were exposed to question and get a stand on what you think is a better way to solve a dilemma. By the end of the day, we understood what the concepts were. Now we were wondering, how do we bring it to life as we are expected? That pattern alone re-engineered my thinking about what to expect in the UK. Thirdly, let us explore why this model exists in UK universities. The key reason is that UK universities are research institutions first. Now, this is supported by the Research Excellence Framework, REF, the UK's system of assessing the excellence of research in UK higher education providers. As one of its objectives is to provide benchmarking information for use in the higher education sector. REF outcomes are used to inform the allocation of around £2 billion each year of public funding for universities research. So the UK universities are places where new knowledge are created, where research informs teaching, and interestingly, academic tutors are often active researchers. Because of this, universities are not just training students to pass exams, they are training students to evaluate evidence, think independently, contribute meaningfully to academic and professional discussions. This approach prepares students for postgraduate study, professional problem solving roles, research based careers, and leadership roles that require critical thinking. Even at undergraduate level and master's level, students are expected to begin thinking as researchers, not because they are expected to start publishing or start doing bulk of research, but because this mindset develop transferable skills. In conclusion, research focused learning is about understanding how knowledge is created, asking questions instead of memorizing answers, developing analytical and independent thinking skills. If you approach UK universities thinking you would be spoon fed or expected to consume information with the primary goal of writing exams that rewards your ability to memorize answers, then it can feel a bit overwhelming. But if you understand the point we just mentioned and what we've talked about in this video, you would be open-minded to see that the UK university system would expose you to thinking. In the next video, we'll take this further by comparing teaching-led systems and research-focused systems side by side. especially from an international student perspective. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to this channel and share with friends and colleagues.